Somewhere in a small corner of the ocean, an area smaller than the city of Los Angeles, the last members of a species are swimming. We know they're there. We can hear their clicks on our underwater recorders, but we can count them on our fingers. 7, maybe 10? Nobody knows exactly. This is not a story about an animal that disappeared centuries ago. This is not history. This is happening right now. While you watch this video, the Gulf of California, a narrow strip of ocean between Mexico's mainland and the Baja California Peninsula, one of the most biodiverse marine environments on Earth, and the only place in the world where the vaquita exists. Vaquita. In Spanish, it means little cow. She is the smallest porpoise in the world, barely 5 feet long, weighing less than 120 pounds. She fits in your living room. Look at her face, dark circles around the eyes, black patches on her lips, a thin curved line that makes her look like she's smiling. Scientists sometimes call her the panda of the sea. She wasn't discovered until 1958. We barely had time to meet her before we began destroying her world. In 1997, less than 30 years ago, scientists estimated there were 567 vaquitas. Not a large population, but a living one. A population with a future. By 2011, 200 remained. By 2015, fewer than 100. By 2018, they were down to 19. By 2021, scientists predicted extinction. She didn't go extinct. But the race isn't over. Here is the number that defines everything. When there are fewer than 10 of something left, every single individual is irreplaceable. One net, one night, one mistake, and the species loses 13% of itself. The vaquita doesn't die because someone hunts her. Nobody wants the vaquita. She dies because of what someone else wants. The totoaba, a large fish that lives in the same waters as the vaquita. Its swim bladder, the organ that controls buoyancy, has been sold in Chinese black markets for traditional medicine for decades. A single totoaba swim bladder can sell for $10,000. To catch totoaba, fishermen use gillnets, walls of nearly invisible netting hung vertically through the water column. The vaquita, roughly the same size as the totoaba, swims into these nets. She cannot back out. She panics. She drowns. The fishing of totoaba has been banned in Mexico since 1975. Gillnets were permanently banned in the upper Gulf of California in 2017. And yet, in March 2025 alone, Mexican authorities seized over 9 kilometers of illegal gillnets. Inside, 72 dead totoaba. The nets are still out there. Tonight, right now. Every year since 2018, a team of scientists travels to San Felipe, a small fishing town on the Gulf Coast, and spends weeks staring at the ocean. They use enormous binoculars called big eyes. They use underwater acoustic recorders. They listen for clicks. This is how you find something that doesn't want to be found. But there is one vaquita they always hope to see. Her name is Frida. She has a bent dorsal fin, slightly curved, instantly recognizable. Scientists named her after Frida Kahlo, the Mexican artist who survived everything life threw at her. Frida has been seen 3 years in a row. In 2023, with a calf. In 2024, with another calf. In 2025, with a calf again. She is one of maybe 10 animals left in her species, and she is reproducing, surviving, fighting. For the first time in decades, the population did not decline. It is the smallest possible reason for hope, but it is real. It would be easy to blame the fishermen. They use the illegal nets, they catch the totoaba, they set the traps that kill the vaquita. But the story is more complicated than that. San Felipe and the surrounding communities have fished these waters for generations. When gillnets were banned, their livelihoods were banned with them. The real money, the $10,000 swim bladders, goes to traffickers, not fishermen. A local fisherman earns a fraction of that. He takes the risk, he breaks the law, he feeds his family. The traffickers take the profit. The vaquita pays with her life, and the fisherman becomes the villain in a story he didn't write. In February 2026, the Mexican government proposed new regulations that would reduce the vaquita's protected habitat by more than 85%, opening nearly the entire range of the species to gillnet fishing. Conservation groups called it a death sentence. At the same time, Sea Shepherd Conservation Society runs year-round patrols. Operation Vaquita Defense, boats in the water every night working with the Mexican Navy to find and remove illegal nets. Since 2022, concrete blocks have been placed on the seafloor throughout the zero-tolerance area, making it harder to set gill nets without snagging them. It is working. Partially. But in 2025, scientists discovered something extraordinary. Even with fewer than 10 individuals, the vaquita retains enough genetic diversity to recover. If the nets stop, if the fishing changes, if the economics shift, the species can come back. Not to 567, not in our lifetime, but back from the edge. The vaquita has defied every extinction prediction made about her. She was supposed to be gone by 2021. She is still here. Frida is still here. 7 to 10. That is what stands between existence and nothing. Not a forest, not a savanna, a patch of ocean smaller than Los Angeles, and a handful of small porpoises clicking in the dark. The vaquita cannot save herself. The fisherman cannot save her alone. The Mexican government has not saved her. But she is still alive. And as long as she is alive, the race is not over.